Yeah, we call it internally the most progressive sports car because it's progressive in terms of its design. So the design language is brand new, it's inspiring, it's very future oriented. And it's also progressive under the skin, under the surface, because it's high technology. Because you get actually several cars in one. Now you get a sports car, so where you can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles in just 4.5 seconds, top speed of 155 miles per hour, what we also sometimes appreciate, but on a consumption level of 87 miles per gallon. And this is what we believe is the future, because we have to pay attention to the total carbon footprint, to our CO2 emission. And to build a sports car which is efficient and dynamic at the same time, this is what we are going for with the BMW i8. When we look at the i8, the exterior will provide the best aerodynamic value in the sports car segment because it's bionetic. We learn from the nature. When you take a water drop and let the water drop fall, right, it always creates the same shape, right? Because this is the most efficient way to surround the body. So you will have a conic tail. And when you look at the i8, the greenhouse, so the passenger compartment actually will become thinner to the rear. We're covering this so that for optical reasons with some elements, but it has the best aerodynamic shape. When you look at the wheels, they have 20-inch, so very dynamic from the outside, but they're very thin because they're just wide enough in order to bring the power, so all the torque on the asphalt, not wider. We don't need them to be wide for dynamic aesthetic reasons. They just need to be wide enough in order to transfer the relevant torque. When we go to the interior, of course, we look to a very driver-oriented interior. Perfect connectivity. You have all your emails on screen, the intelligent routing, all traffic information, real time in the navigation system integrated, that the navigation system can recommend the shortest way in order to make sure that you always reach your destination in time. And the driver has the opportunity to drive the car in 3 different modes. He pushes the button or she pushes the button, and then you have the EV mode, so the full electric zero-emission drive. You can drive the car for approximately 20 miles, fully electric, so perfectly for the city drives. But of course you have 2 engines on board. It's a plug-in hybrid. Of course it makes sense to use both of them. It's a sports car. Usually you should drive it in the hybrid mode. It makes most sense. But as I said, you get 2 cars in one, so a total output of 356 horsepower. So this is what you appreciate when you drive it in the hybrid mode or in the sports mode, which is the 3rd mode. I mean, I've driven all the cars already the last year, and it's so much fun to drive them. And you know that you drive a sports car, but on a consumption level of a small compact car, it gives you a really good feeling. And it's like driving a car of the next generation, and when you see a regular sports car standing next to you, you think, this is the old world, right? I think the main message I would like to share is, yes, we are doing this seriously, and they are on the road already. We're not joking, and the advantages of the material they are given and they exist.